Hey guys, welcome to Tickzon Mentorship Scheme, where we try to turn our hindsight into your foresight. Welcome and welcome to the video. I hope you had a nice day. I hope you're smiling and all that good stuff. Today we're going to talk to you and tell you what is an ISA. Now, quite simply, an ISA stands for an individual savings account, and an ISA is a savings account which you pay no tax on. That's as simple as that's the simplest form to understand it. It is a savings account in which you pay no tax on interest or any gains you make within that account. It's individual to each person, so every person, as long as you're a UK citizen and you're allowed to bank in the UK, you have an ISA. And within that, you have an ISA allowance, which is how much you can save within these various accounts and earn tax-free money, essentially. So there are 4 ISA accounts that you can have. You can have a cash ISA, you can have a help to buy ISA, you can have a stocks and shares ISA, and you can have a lifetime ISA. Now, there's also a 5th one, which is innovative finance ISA, but that doesn't apply for most people. An innovative finance ISA is similar to peer-to-peer lending, especially when you have extra money to go into other places, etc. Now, for this tax year 1920, you have an ISA allowance of £20,000. So basically that means you can put in £20,000 into one of your ISA accounts or into all your ISA accounts collectively, and that's the maximum you can put. Anything over that you start paying tax on. So the first one we're going to talk about is a cash ISA. So a cash ISA is just as simply as it is. It's a typical savings account. It comes in different forms. It can be fixed, it can be variable, it can be easy access, in and out. So those are just different ones. So those cash ISAs, essentially, they'll have interest in it, tax-free money, essentially, you can pay into it. So that's the simplest form. It's just a normal. So they have different forms of it, depending on your bank account, depending on your bank. But cash ISA is just simple. Help to buy ISA is essentially help where you can get a government bonus, a free 25% of the money saved towards helping you buy a home, which is 12k max that you can save into account. You could put £200 per month, and then at the end you could get up to 3k free of charge, as well as the interest you incur in the account is tax-free. We made a dedicated video talking about help to buy ISA, so I'm not going to bore you about that one. Now, the third one I'm going to speak about is stocks and shares ISA. So obviously everyone's, it's a bit weird about investing in stocks and stuff like that. Obviously, if you want to invest in stocks, there's a free trading app that I personally use as well, that you can use. The links in the description. Trading 212, in which you don't pay commission. Obviously, if you go for a traditional bank, you pay commission, whereas if you a stocks and share ISA essentially is you can put money into the stocks and shares ISA account, and then from there you can now buy stocks, whether it's Amazon, whether it's Google, whether it's YouTube. I know YouTube's not a company, it's Alphabet, you know, Uber, whatever. You can buy it through that account, and any capital gains you make. So capital gains is basically the money that you make on top of your money, so the interest. So if you put, let's say Uber stock now is £1 example, and then tomorrow it turns to £2. Now normally if you went through a bank, a normal bank or normal trading platform, you pay tax on that £1 you made on top of the money you put into there. But because you do it in a stocks and shares ISA, it is not taxed, and any interest, and so basically it's not really interest when it's a stocks and share ISA, depending on how you do it, depending on whether you use a bank or one of the index funds, etc. So that's a stocks and shares ISA. And the last one we're going to talk about is the lifetime ISA, which is essentially similar to a help to buy ISA, but it's different. And you can go over to our video talking about it more in depth. But overall, you can save up to, per tax year, not per calendar year, per tax year. So it's April to April, April 5th to 6th or 4th to 5th, something like that. You can save up to 4k tax-free, and you earn 25% bonus on that money, which is basically if you save 4k in there to this year, at the end of the tax, it normally comes in within a month or 2 months, the government will pay you an extra grand in there, so you have 5k saved there, tax-free, and you can obviously make interest on top of it. The lifetime ISA is designed for you to save towards your first home or towards retirement. and if you put your money in there, it does get penalized if you try to take it out. So that is essentially what an ISA is, and those are the different ISA accounts you can have. You can have multiple ISAs, and you can open different ISA accounts per tax year. It depends which one you're trying to open. There's different stipulations between each of them. You can only, the caps. So there is, even though you have 20k ISA allowance per year, there's a cap in each of them. So for your stocks and shares ISA, you can put 20k. There's no cap in it. But in your cash ISA, there's generally no cap. It depends the type of cash ISA account. So some of them will say maybe £500 fixed per month or whatever. But in general, you can put as much as you want into a cash ISA account. Help to Buy ISA is a maximum of £200 per month, 1,200 in the first month. Obviously, the new entry into Help to Buy is closed, but you can change your bank if you'd like to. Lifetime ISA is 4k max per tax year, and you can drop that in as a lump sum. It's not capped per month. And yeah guys, so that's essentially what an ISA account is. Now you can use a regular savings account, because the way the rules have changed now, you don't pay tax on the interest you make until you make up to £1,000 in interest in a regular savings account. So if you have a regular savings account, don't stress too much, but this is just being tax efficient, because obviously over time, when you start adding some more money in there, then it can start doing that. But basically, when they say an ISA, that's what they just mean. It's simply a savings account that you don't pay tax in. So hey guys, thank you for rocking with us. Subscribe, like, do all that good stuff. Have a nice day, and share this knowledge with somebody, wherever they are. Have a blessed day, guys. Thank you very much. Bye.